Hello, hello again. Today, Galesteo is going to go to school. My name is Galesteo. I'm a big orange and white cat with golden eyes. I live with my best buddy, Don Gaspar, who is a small black and white cat with green, soulful eyes. Mr. and Mrs. B rescued us from the animal shelter 3 years ago. Since then, I have had some exciting adventures, but now I am grounded. You see, after Don Gaspar and I were rescued, we enjoyed playing outside in the yard, climbing trees, and exploring the neighborhood. The problem for me was coming home. I just wanted to wander while I wondered what was in the world waiting for me. What was waiting were the words from the bees. Galesteo, you are grounded. I was stuck inside while Don Gaspar got to go outside. But luckily for me, the bees bought me an outdoor cat house, which we called my castle. It was complete with a throne on which I could sit and watch Don Gaspar and the birds. Every so often I get out with my harness and leash on. Then I can run on the grass, chew on the flowers. A few times I've escaped from my harness, but so far the bees have caught me and kept me in the yard. I have to admit, I do look for the chance to run free, though. I really loved my adventures. Mrs. B thought my adventures were exciting too and wrote some books about them. Her friend, a teacher named Mrs. Dumars, read the stories to her first grade students, and they wrote to me, inviting me to come to school. They wanted to meet me. Mrs. B, we love your books about Galesteo. Can we meet him? Can he come to our class? Please? Thank you, Mrs. D's class. After Mrs. B read the students' notes to me, I really wanted to go to school. Guess what? Mrs. B decided to take me to school one sunny afternoon. After all, what could happen in first grade? She put me in my kitty cage. It's like a big box with a gate in the front to keep me inside. What she didn't realize was that the cage, wasn't closed properly on the sides. All the way to the school I meowed. I was so excited. The school is called Plainfield Elementary School, and it is in the middle of a big field. When we got to the parking lot, Mrs. B parked her car and lifted my kitty cage out. The door to the school was shut, but a teacher, Mrs. A, was just arriving too and offered to help us get inside the door. As Mrs. B picked up the cage, the door popped open and out I popped. I ran as fast as I could across the parking lot, right toward a big open field that looked like so much fun. Mrs. B dropped everything: the cage, her car keys, her purse, and her camera, and she ran after me calling, "Galesteo, Galesteo." Mrs. A ran around the other side of me, and while I was looking at her, Mrs. B grabbed me. In no time, she put my harness and leash on, stuck me back in my kitty cage, and she and Mrs. A carried me to Mrs. Dumars' classroom. This time, the cage was closed properly. I was overjoyed to be in the classroom. I met a whole class of wonderful first graders. Imagine, they all knew my name. They even knew I had been to Burger King, the library, the courthouse, and was once called Rascal. The students all yelled my name and wanted to pet me. Mrs. B took me out of my kitty cage and held me on her lap, while Mrs. Dumars divided her students into 3 groups. Each group took turns petting me, scratching under my chin, which means, "Will you be my friend?" And I was so happy. I let all the students pet me, scratch me, hug me. School is so much fun. When it was time to go, I felt so sorry to leave all my new friends. I meowed all the way home. When we got into my house, I ate a little snack and took a long nap. After all, it was just my first day of school.